Yo, welcome back, guys, to the Ronnie E podcast. I believe this is episode 9. Either 9 or 10. I forgot. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. In this video, we're gonna talk about the Clippers Sun series, 76ers, what they're gonna do with Ben, and then we also want to talk about the possibility of Chris Paul being overrated. But let's get into it. So, like I said, the first topic we're gonna talk about today, we're gonna talk about the Suns and Clippers matchup or the series going on right now. I believe Game 4 was last night with the Suns winning. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for me, like I watched a little bit of the game. I didn't watch the entirety of the game, but from what I saw and what I heard from the ending of the game, it's just both teams are playing terrible.
Yeah, they did.
Nobody's making a shot. Kobe Booker was getting locked up. So, I mean, the Suns are up right now, 3-1. Not looking good for the Clippers right now. But, I think this series is done on Monday. I don't see the Clippers. The Clippers ain't going to win this series. They ain't going to come back 3-1. Well, especially without Kawhi. Yeah. With Polyester P coming involved, the Clippers run for the title for LA ends on Monday. So, yeah, that's my take on it. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I came into the series with high hopes. I didn't think they would win the series because their best player is injured. And going against a fully healthy Suns team, kind of like the Lakers situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, they won a game, so they didn't get swept. But I mean, I'm still, just being optimistic. I'm not going to say it's over until it's over, because last time I did that to the Clippers, they shocked both of us. So, I mean, anything's possible, but I mean, Reggie Jackson is playing phenomenal. I mean, other guys are stepping up though. Unfortunately, not last night. Everybody was struggling.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not calling them out. I mean, this is probably Chris Paul's last chance of getting a ring, so hopefully he takes advantage of this.
Yeah, talking about players not stepping up. I'm looking at the stats right now. I'm only seeing 4 players on the Clippers roster that had double figure in points, with Paul George being the main or the top scorer, and Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson's come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
him and Terrence Mann.
Mm-hmm.
I believe if you only have one and not the other, I truly believe that the Suns would have swept this Clippers team, even with Kawhi out. I know Kawhi being out is a huge factor for them, but I truly believe if they only had Reggie Jackson, not Terrence Mann, or only had Terrence Mann without Reggie Jackson, they would have been swept. Especially with the way this entire team has been playing, not just Polyester P. Again, your man choked a couple of clutch free throws. I mean, I know he hasn't been playing bad, but he hasn't been coming up clutch. You got a lot of people on Twitter trying to defend, saying that, oh, you're weird. Now it's weird to slander Polyester P. No, it's not. Right now, like how everybody was talking about KD and LeBron, talking about how, oh, this is their moment. Their number 2 guy or number 3 guy's hurt. They got to step up. Neither of them did. LeBron didn't step up until like the last couple of games, even though he was hurt. And you got KD airballing the shot that could have won the game. But for right now, I'm not saying that Polyester P is on the same level as KD and LeBron. I'm not saying that. But right now, with him, with the way, with what he said earlier this season, talking about he was on MF% this season, he's not really showing it. Yeah, he had a double-double with 23 and 16 with rebounds. But, like, come on, man, you got to get swept. Not swept, but you got to be done in 5. You're not playing like you want to go to the finals right now. But, I believe the MVP of this series alone, even with this series not being over, is not Paul George. It's not Chris Paul, and it's not Devin Booker. DeAndre Ayton. He's been playing fantastic this entire playoff series. Even with us, he was giving us trouble. Even when we didn't have a good enough big to stop him, he was just he played the way that a big in the early 2010 eras would play. I feel like if DeAndre Ayton was in that era in the early 2000s and even 2010s, he would be a top 5 center as well. But like for me, with this being all said and done, I believe even if the Suns don't win a chip this year, which I believe they will, the way it's looking, I don't think the Bucks. If those two meet up in the finals, I got the Suns winning in 6. But I believe Ayton, and at the end of the day, or when this series is over, when the playoff series, or when the season is over, he could be a top 10 center in NBA. You know, he's proven right now, you know, when him going against Joker and him going against, you know, former DPO. I'm not saying that Marc Gasol is a great defender now, but he can get you a couple of good stops. But it's not like he's going against bums, you know. He's going against great defensive bigs and great defensive teams, and he's proven day in and day out that he can get you at least a double-double. And I know for centers that's easy because you're getting points and boards. But he's getting like 20 points, 20 rebounds, and get you like 8 assists, you know. But for me, I got DeAndre Ayton as the MVP of his entire playoff series with the Suns.
Yeah, I do as well. He's been playing great, phenomenal. I remember his first playoff game, he outplays Anthony Davis.
Yeah, hurt Anthony Davis. But
No. Game 1. It was game 1. So yeah, he's been playing really great, you know. I don't respect you saying he's better than Joel Embiid, but you know, it's okay. You're crazy. But yeah, he's the MVP. No one's really, you know, people are just now really talking about what he's doing and stuff like that. So, and I know he's expecting to get paid real soon. So
yeah,
he's gonna make a lot of money. So I mean, feel good. It's great, man.
Yeah, for him, he's just proving that, you know, he's a $100 million contract player. But let's talk about the Suns. You know, we talk about how the Suns are probably the best team chemistry wise, and I'm looking at their stats right now. I know stats don't tell the full story, but when you only have three players on your team in double-digit figures for points, you shouldn't win the game. It doesn't matter what team you are, and it doesn't matter what type of players are dropping. It doesn't matter what 3 players are dropping those points in double figures. You know, like I said, I'm looking at this, and it's just Ayton is just going off. 19 points, 22 rebounds, and then you got Booker who only get. I mean, I know Booker right now. He's in this role where Chris Paul is kind of hurt when he's just getting back to where he was, and he has to do more than score. But he only dropped 25 points and 2 rebounds. You know, I know the 25 points probably was the main difference, or was probably the reason why they won. But if you're just scoring and you're shooting bad, you're getting locked up by Patrick Beverley. Is it kind of overrated, his stats, his points, you know? But yeah, the Suns team in general just didn't play well. You know, I'm looking at Jay Crowder. I know Jay Crowder's not a factor, but 3 points, 7 rebounds. You got Cameron Johnson, 5 points, 4 rebounds. And you got Tony Craig didn't even play. And then you even got Mikal Bridges, 6 points and 13 rebounds. You know, that's a decent game, but in the playoffs, you as a team have to play better than this. You know, I believe this is probably one of the worst games that the Suns played this entire playoff run with them, and somehow they just end up winning. I guess that's just how bad this Clippers team is without Kawhi. But you know, I think the Suns, if they play like this next game in game 5, I don't think they're going to win this game, and that's going to give the Clippers a lot more hope, and it's going to give Kawhi, and you're just risking the anticipation of Kawhi coming back. You know, that's one thing you don't want to do. If I'm the Suns, I'm going all out on game 5 just so I don't even get the chance to play Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, bro. If you're the Suns, you definitely don't want to lose this next game because, like you said, the chances of Kawhi coming back or just giving the Clippers any type of momentum or hope is dangerous because, you know, we've seen the Clippers be down. No, everybody's counting them out and they just find a way.
Yep.
But, I mean, man, there's one more game left, man. I saw Chris Paul celebrating saying one more left. So I think I don't think they're gonna lose this next game.
Yeah, but he, you know, just to kind of defend him, he also said that he doesn't care about being up 3-1.
Yeah.
Because we seen a whole bunch of teams, come back. Last year the Nuggets, they did it twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had, I know it's LeBron, but LeBron did it in the finals against that great Warriors team. Just because you're up 3-1, that don't mean you can take it easy, especially in the playoffs. Because we see constantly that anybody on any team can just go off. This year for the Clippers, there was Terrence Mann. And nobody. I guarantee you, not a single team heading into this year's playoffs was like, we got a game plan for Terrence Mann if he goes off, or we got a game plan for Reggie Jackson if he go off. Nobody does that. That's the thing I love about the NBA playoffs. Anybody on any team can just go off, whether it's the superstar of the team, or the sixth man of the team, or even the 13th man on the rotation. Just anybody can go off. But yeah, to conclude this, I do have the Suns winning Game 5. Now, if they slack and play soft or just play relaxed, no. Because even though Polyester P's been playing, he's been playing so-so. If he has the ability to attack this team or to attack the Suns team when they're relaxed, I believe he can easily drop at least 30, 35 points and get the W. But that's just for me. If I'm a Suns, I'm just telling this team, do not play relaxed. Don't be content with where we're at. Go all off. Get this series done so you don't have to play Kawhi.
Exactly. Don't take the risk of blowing the 3-1 or playing Kawhi Leonard.
Exactly. Yeah. This next topic is going to be kind of weird. It's not weird, but it just happened. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was recently robbed at gunpoint. I don't know if you heard about that, but he was held at gunpoint. He was robbed. No, I'm not going to ask you like what do you think about him being robbed? But I just thought like that's crazy because he could have shot at, you know what I mean? That's real. I know we look at these NBA players. I'm not saying we look at them as idols or somebody that we gotta praise. Because at the end of the day, they're just regular people just like us. They put the pants on just, left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. They put the pants on the same way we do. And it's just crazy how you go from you're playing in the NBA to you being held at gunpoint in your own home, let alone. But he made it out safe. Nobody got hurt. He's fine. But I just thought we could just bring that up, talk about it. But yeah. So let's talk about the Mavericks. They recently just took one of our assistant coaches, Jason Kidd, to be their new head coach, which I believe is going to be a perfect fit for Luka. Because I feel like the way Jason Kidd was giving Giannis or he helped Giannis get to where he is now. Mm-hmm. I believe he can do the same thing with Luka. And now you got Mark Cuban basically telling everybody on Twitter he's blatantly going to give all the help that Luka needs. And that means trading KP for another player or another second star. He's going to do that. Knowing Mark Cuban and the things he's done for the past and just knowing him and his personality, he's not afraid to do what's right for the team, especially for the superstar of the team. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for me, I think the Mavs, even though they lost in the first round again to the same Clippers team, I believe they're going to be in good hands. They have a great new coach, they have a great GM in Mark Cuban, and you got a young superstar who's on the rise, who's already in the MVP talks in his second or third year in the league. Yeah. So yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, bro. I think Jason Kidd's gonna be great for Luka, and because I feel like I love when players who recently played in the NBA becomes coaches because they can relate better with the players and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be really good for Luka and stuff. And I do think they need to make some type of move on KP because I mean, not just he hasn't been playing well, but I mean, there's also reports of him being like frustrated and stuff like that. So you just don't want that negative energy in the locker room or any of that. So I mean, you go see what you can get for Porzingis. I don't know his trade value after what he did, after the numbers he was putting up, but I mean, you have a young superstar in Luka. You need to go get him help because second year losing to the same team in the first round. So I mean, you need to get a player to get them over that hump because after a certain time, I mean, you don't want your superstar starting to get frustrated because you're losing in the first round and he has no help.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, for me, I definitely say if I'm the Mavs, I'm moving KP for whatever I can get, and I'm not saying that you should take the lowest of lows of the trade that you get, but you got to get Luka. You got to give him that second start. The team is good because we've seen that in that Clippers series that they were just shooting lights out and he just wasn't missing. So it's not shooting and it's not Luka choking or whatever. Because even though Luka was hurt, there were some games he just played bad. And when you're relying on just one player to carry you and he gets hurt or he starts playing bad, that's bad for the team. Because if he starts playing bad, everybody else gonna start playing bad, and that's how you just lose easy games. Just because you're building around one player, But for me, I'm definitely moving KP. If you can get, you think KP's too much, or not KP, or not that much for DeMar DeRozan?
I mean, it's possible. I think DeMar will be a free agent though, so.
I mean, you could possibly do like a sign and trade.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just too. That's too much detail to get into.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you definitely gotta move KP. I say you go out and get another scorer because that's what really was hurting them. They relied on Luka solely to score. You got KP just playing like he a 6'3" guard. He's 7 foot. I don't know why he was playing like that, or and one of his main complaints was that he felt like he wasn't the guy, wasn't one of the guys on the team.
Yeah.
The team can rely on. I mean, the way you're playing, I wouldn't even trust you, But yeah, you definitely gotta get KP. You gotta get KP out of there, Just get what you can take. If you can get a player instead of a pick, that'd be even better. But yeah, you gotta move them.
Yeah, bro. I think they're missing like another playmaker, another dude who can get their own shot. Because I just see Luka dribble, drive in and pass it to a catch and shoot guy.
Right.
I mean, they don't really have a lot of dudes that you can say can create their own shot. Like everything's kind of based off of Luka getting them open and stuff. So I feel like they need to go get somebody who can create their own shot, create offense, and make life easier on Luka.
Yeah, because if you're just relying on one dude to score and he gets hurt, or another team game plans, especially in the playoffs, because for me, I believe it's a lot easier to make adjustments in the playoffs than it is the regular season because you're going to keep playing the same team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once they figure out how to shut down Luka, he turned into kind of like how they do with Tyler Hero. Once Tyler Hero can't shoot the ball, he can't do nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, next subject. We're going to talk about the 76ers situation. Man, I was wrong.
That's your MVP, man.
Oh.
That's your MVP. You got to ride with him. See it through, my boy.
Man, what? Man, I mean, that was pitiful. Watching Ben Simmons play, just him not wanting to take it over, him just being so submissive. It was pitiful to watch. He had open dunks, he had open layups, and missing free throws. And it's just There's just no way you're an NBA player and you're missing free throws. I know Shaq wasn't good at the line, but Shaq can give you 50 points and 30 points any night. That's just Shaq. He makes up for it big time. Ben Simmons does not do that. He You remember when people were comparing him to LeBron, saying, "Oh, and I'm not gonna say any names. I ain't gonna say any names. I couldn't have sworn we met somebody saying that Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson were the same player. We're not gonna say any names. We're not. But hey, we all have bad takes, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
But he just, you can see the frustration, not only from the fans and from Doc, but you also saw from Embiid.
Yeah.
And when you got your two superstars not believing in each other, that is a huge problem. Because I guarantee you, if AD didn't trust LeBron or LeBron didn't trust AD, they ain't good. We're not gonna go too far. They have to be on the same page, and they have to trust each other like they're blood brothers. And when you don't have that, you're not gonna win that many games, let alone make it past the second round. But I don't know. I mean, Doc said it himself. He doesn't know if Ben Simmons is a reliable championship point guard. I mean, for me, can Ben Simmons be the number one option on a championship team?
Oh, number one option? No.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But he has so much potential that it's possible.
Yeah.
But you can't be a championship player and you don't have a jump shot. And you're scared to take open shots, and you're missing at the free throw. I don't know. I don't think Ben Simmons can be the number one option on a championship team. No. And that's the thing. He's the number two option on the championship team on the 76ers. The 76ers can win the championship. They can't, honestly. They have Joel Embiid. You take out Ben Simmons, you got a great shooter in Steph Curry. You got a three-name player in Danny Green, and you got Tobias Harris, who's a reliable scorer. But and you also who's it? I'm not even going to butcher his name. The young guard who's in the DPOY conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to mispronounce.
Yeah, I'm not going to butcher his name, but we all know who we're talking about. But for me, he's a great up and coming player.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Ben Simmons, from what I heard from reports, is that he doesn't work on his game. He's content where he's at. He doesn't see any point of improving his game. And for me, with my competitive spirit, that irks me because it just shows that you don't want to be better and you don't want to be one of the greats. For me, I'm thinking that Ben Simmons has the mindset of I'm in the NBA, I'm good enough, or I'm beyond, or I'm just above average player. I'm good. I don't need to work on my game. Nah. For me, you got to do more than just be great or be good. If you want to be the best, you got to continue to work on it. You can't just be content with where you're at. I don't know. It just irks me when I see players or people just not want to be better. But hey, he's content.
Yeah, bro. He already gave me that vibe coming into this year. I mean, he fooled us all with that little video of him shooting.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I most definitely thought he was coming to the season pulling, but that didn't happen. But he doesn't give me that vibe of I want to be better mentality. He's like take Kobe's mentality and just think of the complete opposite. That's what I just feel like he has. Like, he just doesn't want to get better. He's been the same player since he entered the league.
Mm-hmm.
No improvements. Haven't practiced on free throw shooting, any type of shooting. And then, it's just once he sees teams are just fouling him at the free throw line, it's like I can see his confidence kind of just shy away. And that would make him kind of pass up open stuff because he's scared people are going to foul him.
Exactly.
But like I said, I seen that Joel Embiid interview, and he was kind of throwing shots at Ben Simmons and stuff, which I would do the exact same thing. And I mean, because it's I feel like Ben Simmons is kind of holding the team back a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely is.
And I think Joel Embiid kind of knows that he's kind of being held back by somebody because he's supposed to be the second guy. Ben Simmons is the second guy on that team. And if he's not playable in the last 3 to 2 minutes of the basketball game, then I mean that's just a bad look.
Yeah.
So, I mean, go ahead.
Imagine taking Kobe out, Kobe and Shaq were together. Imagine taking Shaq out or even Kobe out for the last 30 or the crucial minutes of the game. Like, that's crazy just to think of. Or think of taking Anthony Davis or LeBron out for crucial moments because they're not, you can't trust them. Like, that's crazy to think about. And you can't call yourself a superstar if your own coach. I know Doc is known for going to game sevens and blowing leads in the playoffs, but you still gotta say that he's a great coach. He's one of the greatest coaches. Mm-hmm. But he did the right thing of taking one of his best players out the game because he was just a liability, you know? It's just crazy how teams, they look over Ben Simmons, and you shouldn't. You know, he's a great player during the regular season. You know, he's able to guard 1 through 5. He's a great passer. He's not a great finisher, but he can get you buckets, but not through the hoop, just dunking on the hoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, when I was watching the game and I'm like, where is Ben Simmons? And I'm seeing him on the sideline. That's crazy, bro. That's you're the second best player in your team, like, you know, name wise, and you get taken out for the crucial moments to win the game, let alone a playoff series. That's crazy. Yeah, he just, I don't know. He doesn't want to get better.
So I mean, what do you think they should do with him this offseason?
You know, I think his trade value definitely decreased. Yeah. Now, I remember the report saying that they didn't want to get Harden for him, and I know they're kicking themselves in the foot right now, kicking themselves in the head for not taking that. You know, even the Heat. You know, the Heat had the opportunity to get Harden for Hero and a great, I believe, none, but they didn't take it.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, both GMs are just beating themselves up just because of that. But it's painful. It's really painful for me to say this, but yeah, I mean, you can't. It's hard to trade him. He's under contract for, I believe, the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And not only that, but his trade value decreased. So right now he's going in that Russell Westbrook area where he's on a bad contract and his trade value is very low. You know what I mean? Because he's in that area right now. It is sad because all this could have been prevented if the 76ers would have been traded him, or if he just improved his game.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Just those two simple things. And I know trading one of the, I guess, your franchise player, because they took him number 1 overall as well as Joel Embiid. But he had an opportunity to get Harden. You should take that in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? But hey, it's pride. But yeah, I don't know what you do with Ben, because you trade him, you probably not gonna get as much as you would have this time a couple months ago. And if you don't trade him, you're just gonna keep facing the same problems, and you still don't have a solution for it. But I don't know what you do with Ben.
I'm not sure either, but I mean, like you said, like his trade value's like just gone down a little bit. But I mean, he's still a young and upcoming player. But I mean, do you see any chance of him developing a jump shot?
I do, but I believe that this off season is the only chance or the only time that is that window. This off season is that window, because if he doesn't work on his jump shot, he may be out the league, or his role might be lessened dramatically. Because you can't tell me you have a point. You have a six. Yeah, it's cool. You have a 6'10" point guard who can guard 1 through 5, but can I count on him in the fourth quarter in a playoff game? And you say no. Nobody gonna want that. No team is gonna want that. And if they do, his role is going to be completely different from what it is on the 76ers currently right now. But yeah, I believe that window to improve his game is this off season. If he doesn't do it, or if he doesn't start taking more shots, I believe that he's just going to be the same player for the rest of his career, and his role is going to keep going down and down and down and down.
Yeah, bro. I honestly think you should Sixers should see it through one more year, see what happens. I'm just scared that he's not going to improve his game and he's going to lower his trade value even more next year.
Exactly.
So it's just tough decisions to be made.
Yeah. We're getting to our last subject here. So let's talk about that Scotty incident. You know, I know I'll be saying a lot of wild things, but what Scotty did these past couple of days is kind of like making me seem like I'm a fortune teller and I know everything. But him saying that LeBron had no hope, I know he fixed it. He met the first LeBron's first time going against the Warriors. I believe the 15-16 year. He was wrong. You know, the 16-17 when he came back 31, talking about how he had no help. Come on, man. Like, he had Kyrie and he had K-Love, and Kyrie was one of the main reasons why they won that series.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if he would have met the 15-16 year when K-Love and Kyrie were hurt, I'd be like, okay, that's understandable. He didn't have no help. But I don't know. I just believe that Scotty, he's kind of like, he just wants attention, but he doesn't admit to it. Like, he's doing things where it's like, why are you still talking about it? You know? And he's one of the main guys who defends LeBron, like he would defend MJ. But he's over here like, he's kind of like how Shaq was with JaVale, and he's just bashing players just to bash them. You know, and it's just weird. But yeah, I don't know. For him saying that KD, I mean, yeah, I know I hate on KD or just like his game, but him saying that KD's own game sacrifice or was the reason why the Nets lost, I don't believe the way KD plays is the reason why the Nets lost. But I don't know, his takes were just really weird and kind of seemed like he was trying to take shots at certain players.
Yeah, bro. I think he just wants attention and stuff. I mean, I know he airballed the game winner, but we have to acknowledge he did hit a shot to force them to go into overtime, and he did drop like 48 or something like that, something crazy.
49. Yeah, he dropped 49.
Yeah, so I just feel like he just wants attention. No one's really talking about Scottie Pippen no more. Those days are over.
I mean, you still gotta respect him.
Yeah, I still respect him and stuff.
Top 15 player. I give him top 15 all time.
Yeah, but I respect him and stuff like that. But I just feel like he wants a lot of attention right now.
Yeah.
He's saying unnecessary stuff. At least with that, he's funny with it. But
did you I believe it was a video in this other podcast team. He was trying to say how Scotty isn't in the same league as Iguodala, and he can't create his own shot like Rudy Gay, and he's not even a Zach LaVine. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're comparing Scotty to Zach LaVine, I don't want to talk. I'm just gonna leave it at there. He was comparing Scottie Pippen to Rudy Gay, Iguodala, and Zach LaVine. All right.
People saying anything.
Yeah, man. But for our last discussion that we're going to talk about, we can end off with the Final Four predictions. I guess I'll go first. For me, obviously, I got the Suns. I'm praying that the Suns close out on Monday, because for me, I believe it's going to help them out a lot, and actually watch why they played so bad last night. And you also have the opportunity to not play Kawhi Leonard. I'm pretty sure even Kawhi's at 85% or 80%, you still don't want to play him because you're just giving him more time to recover and more of a chance to blow that 3-1 lead. So I got the Suns closing out on Monday, and I got the Bucks in 5. You know, even though for me, I did call the Atlanta winning game 1. They don't have nobody to stop Giannis. I mean, yeah, you got Clint Capella, you maybe got John Collins who can help Clint, but nobody on that team can physically match Giannis. I don't even if Giannis plays bad, I don't think they can even stop Chris Middleton in his shot. You know, I believe hopefully Drew is a good enough defender to be able to take on Trae Young. But yeah, I got the Bucks from 5, and also from the finals. If the Suns as a team play good, I got them in 6. I got them in 6, and it's not like, oh, the Bucks are going to be losing by double digits or they're going to be losing by 8. I got all the games that the Bucks and Suns are going to be in the finals to be very close games. Like either whoever wins the game is going to be winning by like 3 or 4 points. So when I mean by Suns in 6, I'm not saying that, oh, the Suns are going to manhandle. Yeah, the Bucks might steal a game or 2. I'm not saying that. I just believe that the Suns, as a team, are better chemistry. They have a better chemistry than the Bucks, in that it's going to be a dog. It's going to be a dog fight. So yeah, so Suns in 6 in the finals.
All right. I think Suns are going to beat the Clippers. I'm not going to say when, because I don't know, because like you said earlier, they could come out sluggish or, you know, take just 3-1 lead lightly or something and lose this next game or something. So, but I'm still take the Suns, and then I'm gonna take the Bucks, and probably either 5 or 6. But Atlanta could shock us. But I just felt like the last game of the Bucks and Hawks series, it just shows you that I think the Bucks is a better team because they blew them out off the floor. Juha locked up Trae Young. I feel like they're just that much better. I just feel like, you know, coaching wise is a little iffy there, but I just feel like the Bucks are a better team than the Hawks and they should win this series. And then Bucks versus Suns, like you said, it's gonna be a good series. I feel like both Giannis and Chris Paul really want this ring because I feel like it would do like well for their legacies.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man, because I just feel like, are the Suns really like they haven't gone against a fully healthy team yet?
That's
like when they match up against somebody, they got all their players, and I feel like Giannis is the best player out of that series.
Oh yeah, him or Aiden or Boger.
It's like, I don't know how you think the Suns are gonna actually like play against someone who got all their players, and you know, I mean, who actually has their superstar playing. But I'm gonna take the Suns. It's gonna be a close. It's gonna be a close.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very good series. But you know, I think the last team, you know, or the first team to beat the Suns was, you know, us healthy, and we won 2 games. But nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody want to get the Lakers back. But hey, it is what it is.
And it's some pretty close games with the Clippers with no Kawhi. I'm just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna end it up there. But before we close out this video, I have a special announcement. So right now, I believe we have 29 subscribers, right?
Yeah, thanks.
You know, I believe that once we hit 50 subscribers, we should make another channel either dedicated to gaming, or we can do like vlogs and stuff like that. So our subscriber goal is 50. If we can hit those, you know, we can think of some. We can decide whether between the gaming channel or a vlog channel. So y'all, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and comment, man. We need y'all. We need y'all help, man. We need y'all support. Wow. Yeah, that's going to end us off. Thank you for watching. You know, subscriber goal is 50. And yeah, we'll catch y'all guys in the next video.
All right. Peace.